Offensive lineman Jalen Sundell is with us. Jalen, how are you, man?
I'm good.
Hey, give us a thought on that game. I know you probably weren't expecting to get thrown in there, but Olu suffers an injury. You get thrown into the thick of it. What was that moment like for you?
Yeah, there was some nerves for sure right away. Being the first NFL game that I'm playing, playing my position in, and it probably took the first drive to kind of get out the nerves out of the way, but yeah.
Yeah, they put you right in there, Jalen. I mean, they have you pulling on a couple of running plays, and that it looked like you were just ready to go. How many reps do you get during? What's the percentage of reps that you get during the week, being a backup, as far as the preparation for a game?
When we're running our stuff, it's mostly mental reps, but we get some of our offense during the week, but it's just a handful. But yeah, I mean you got to basically be getting the mental reps the whole week is the key for guys who are not starting.
What's the most nerve-wracking thing about that spot, getting thrown in there? Is it man, I just got to get the snap off. I got to, especially if it's shotgun, I got to make sure I don't fire it over his head. I got to, call out the blocking, or what's for you the hardest part or most nerve-wracking there?
I mean, I guess the most important thing is making sure you get the snap, making sure you get a good snap to start every play. But yeah, with it just being, a big game and being Sunday Night Football and being the first one, I think is, I guess, the most nerve-wracking part.
Hey, Jalen, we know you got activated a couple of times, and it's just because of your versatility, and they think you're a really smart player and everything. But what's the most? I mean, you played guard and tackle, is that right?
Yeah, I played all five throughout my college career.
Okay, so your versatility, but where do you feel the most at home?
Center. That's what I did most of my college career was at center. So that's where I feel the most comfortable.
As far as what happened in this game, I mean, it just felt kind of rough all the way around. What were they doing defensively that was presenting problems for the O-line out there?
I mean, there was a lot of it that they were just beating us. It wasn't like there was, some grand schemes that they were doing, but we just got to play better and focus in on our technique, and yeah, we just got to be better.
Hey, so it turns out there's lots of like North Dakota and South Dakota State players in the NFL, but. Yeah, I mean, what is it? Take us back to why you chose North Dakota State, and where else were you recruited?
Oh, I think I had one FBS offer to Central Michigan, and then shortly after I got an offer to North Dakota State after I went to their camp, and I knew what their program was about, that they won games and they won championships, and that's kind of the similar program to what we were in high school, and so it was a pretty easy choice for me. I just wanted to win games and win championships, so it was an easy decision for me.
Did you grow up playing football, or did you play basketball, other sports?
Well, my whole family are basketball players, but the town that I grew up in, Maryville, Missouri, is a football town, so. The town I was basically forced into playing football and fell in love with it, and I did basketball in high school, but I knew my sport was football.
Jalen, tell us about a couple of your teammates, maybe guys that helped you the most. Who are some of those veterans that really helped you out coming in as a rookie?
Yeah, I mean, all of our veterans have helped out in their own way. I probably spend most time with Olu because he's my position, and so he's taught me a lot. But Lakin and George and all the veterans have taught me something along the way. So huge shout out to those guys.
This being your first action out there, was there anything that caught you off guard or that was a surprise, or the speed of the game, the strength of the guys you're going up against, anything like that?
Yeah, I mean the game speed is faster than practice, obviously, but it wasn't, I guess, a huge shock. I just haven't experienced it before, but I figured that's what it would be like, but I just obviously haven't done it yet. So.
Well, Jalen, Gino gets hurt, and so then Sam Howell comes in, and I imagine you've worked a fair amount with him. Is that right?
Yeah, I mean, me and Sam snap and do most of practice together every day. So.
Yeah, I've always said I think backup quarterback is one of the toughest positions just because you don't get a lot of reps. But same thing for you. Like what is sort of the percentage of reps? Because like you said, most of it is mental reps for you. But during the week, like for Sam Howell and yourself, what's a percentage-wise number of reps that you get during practice?
Yeah, I mean we do the scout team stuff every day, and football is very universal in its own ways. It's not always our schemes and stuff, but we get reps of football a lot of every day. But when it comes to like our offense, I don't know, we probably get throughout the week maybe 10-20%.
Yeah.
Mm. So going into this next, and we'll see what happens with Olu and what happens with Gino and everything. But do you get any sense of that changing this week? Like, all right, we don't know their status, so you're going to be taking all the first team reps, or is that something that is yet to be determined?
Yeah, it's yet to be determined. I mean, I'm going to go in like it's me being up, and you just prepare like you're up anyways every week. So it's not going to change a whole bunch, except the practice reps I would get more or less. But you prepare every week like you're going to be the guy. So it'll be the same preparation.
Well, Jalen, didn't get the result that you wanted, but how cool was that? I mean, did you ever take a moment to kind of sit back and go, man, I started in a game in the NFL, and who were some of the people that contacted you? Did your mom and dad and friends like that, were they blowing your phone up?
Yeah, my dad actually made it out to this game, so that was
nice.
The first time that he's been to a Sunday night football game, and the first time that I've been to playing, so that was a cool experience. And then I had there's a bunch of people that are in my circle that reached out, and it was a surreal experience. I mean, it would have been better obviously with the win, but it was surreal.
Jalen, well, congrats on getting your first action out there. Unfortunately, not the result anybody wanted, but still time and still a few games in front of you. Hopefully, we're talking about a win after the Vikings come to town this weekend. Thanks so much for the time.
Yeah, appreciate it. Thanks.